Hey sports fans, this is Straight from the Basement with Ommy. I'm a sports fan who always said, if I never played a sport professionally, then I want to talk about it. I'm born and raised in New York City. Played organized basketball for several well-known teams in the mid-'70s and the early '80s, such as the legendary Home Cold Rucker Tournament, Melbank, Stone Gym and Riverside Church, LaGuardia House, and my all-time favorite, Each One Teach One. Having sports in my life at an early age always kept me out of trouble. If I wasn't playing basketball, I was either playing football or baseball. Hey sports fans, this is Straight from the Basement with Ommy, where my opinions, views, and facts will cover the hottest, the latest, and the past sports events. Welcome. Once again, I want to continue to thank everyone who has liked and subscribed to my podcast. And if this is the first time you're viewing it, please do the same. As always, before I even get into today's topic, I got two hot topics I must talk about. My first hot topic is Major League Baseball 2025 season is back, baby. Yes, for all you non-baseball fans, I keep telling y'all year after year, jump on the baseball wagon. Yes, it's on and popping. Yes, opening day was March 27th. Yes, my New York Yankees came out smoking. Oh, did we come out smoking? Yes, home runs. And you already know what the king. Well, I said not the king. I really meant the judge. Aaron Judge, you already know what he's been doing. If you've been following my Yankees, if you've been following baseball, listen, 162 games. We only about 10 games in. We got a long spring. We got a hell of a long summer. Yes, that fall gonna be something else when it's playoff time. I already know it. Listen, 32 teams. You got Shohei Ohtani. Yes, by the end of next month, meaning May, the end of May, he should be pitching. That $700 million contract is going to come in full effect. Right now, homeboy's just smacking shit out of the ballpark. That's all he doing out there in L.A. Listen, you got the judge with 25 home runs. Well, let me rephrase that. My New York Yankees, at the moment, over 25 home runs. And like I said, we just over 10 games in. Listen, most of those home runs, you already know who it comes from. This man right here, the judge. As you can see, I'm excited. March Madness just finished. And I'm going to talk about that madness in a second. But I'm talking about MLB. Right now, 2025 season's going to be on and popping. Listen, American League. I'm going to break it down real quick. American League, no real dominant team. There's no real dominant team. As much as I want to say that my Yankees is a dominated team, no, we are not a dominated team. So American League has no real dominated team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying teams from that's in the gutter already is going to like just come out the American League East or West. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? But teams like Boston, Yankees, right? Arizona, right? A few others. Yeah, Texas, yeah, listen. Houston, yeah, okay? So teams that I just named, yeah, I won't be surprised because there's no dominant team. Now, if you look at the National League, there's only one team really above all. And I'm talking about those L.A. Dodgers, the champions. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't missing a beat out there if you've been watching. Not missing a beat. They got an all-star team. You know what I'm saying? They loaded. Pitchers, bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Relievers. You know what I'm saying? First base, second base, back catcher, outfielder, left fielder, center position. Listen, they loaded. Head coach is a mother. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they loaded out there. Okay? Just loaded. Right? But the only 3-4 teams that I really see that may give them a little trouble or may have something to say about going into the World Series to represent the National League is these damn New York Mets here in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Mets going to be around. They're going deep. I already see this. You know what I'm saying? I see this already. Also, you got the Padres and the San Francisco Giants. Don't sleep on those Philadelphia Phillies. That's all I'm saying. Listen, this is going to be a great baseball season. Listen, if you at that age where you calming down a little bit, right? But you a sports fan, but you ain't really crazy about baseball, but you got some patience now because you at that age now. Listen, watching a Saturday afternoon baseball game, home chilling, if you ain't got nothing to do, or a Sunday game, if you ain't got nothing to do on the summer month, listen, baseball, America's pastime. Listen, I want to move on. As you can see, I'm in a good mood, number one. Number two, listen, I got to talk about my second hottest topic. Breaking news. As I'm reporting this, it happened today, okay? Today meaning Tuesday, April 8th. I'm talking about those Denver Nuggets. Listen, the Nuggets right now at the moment is 47-32, and they sit in the 4th spot out in the West. Just at the moment. Now, the Joker has been a beast. He's been a beast these last 2 months. He's been a beast, right? But being a beast, they lost their last 4 games, right? The teams that they probably should have won. Maybe not all 4, but they should have won. You know what I'm saying? Things have not been the same with the Denver Nuggets, okay? And I'm going to leave it like that because, this is a hot topic. This is not the show, so I don't want to get too much into it. But today, Coach Mike Malone, 10-year coach for the Denver Nuggets, got fired. Out of the blue, with 3-4 games left in the regular season, he's fired. Also, who was told once the season is over, bye-bye to the GM. I'm talking about Calvin Booth. Homeboy's done after the season is over. Now, the interim coach is a David Adelman, who's respected by the players. I know the young guy. You know what I'm saying? See his face. He's been with Coach Mike Malone. He's been with the NBA. Young cat. You know what I'm saying? Got some respect in the locker room. This is what they say. Now, statement from Josh Croney, vice chairman of Croney Sports and Entertainment, right? I guess they are the ones who's really, you know what I'm saying, got the most ownership there in Denver, stated this: praising both Coach Michael Malone and GM Calvin Booth for their services, right? So, nothing but praises. When you read the article, it's nothing but praises. Now, when you read the article, no dirt was mentioned, no real reason what took place, okay? You know, just that the way the article states, they wanted to move on, put the team in a good position to go deep in the playoffs, and they left it like that. Now, I saw Sunday's game, Denver Nuggets against the Indiana Pacers at Denver. Indiana went in there, right? Yeah, Denver had them. Denver was, up, I think, 14, 15 points at one time. Looking good. Bam! Halliburton didn't take a shot in the first half. He did nothing but pass to his teammates all first 2 quarters. Then he went to work. And when he went to work on the offense, seemed like everybody else started rocking and rolling with him. Miles Turner hitting the threes. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have no Siakam. He was out. Yeah, Murray from the Denver Nuggets, he was out too. But listen, Indiana Pacers went on a run to the point where they came back, tied it up, took the lead, and never looked back. Mike Malone calling timeouts like crazy. And I'm sitting here in the basement and I'm saying, yo, this dude is about to lose 4 straight. And I'm saying to myself, they don't look good. And me being a Laker fan, and you already know the history for these last 2-3 years in the playoffs, Lakers and the Nuggets never went well for my Lakers. I'm saying to myself, yo, we can beat them now in a 7-game series. I'm not scared of them no more if we get them the first round. We can beat them. That's the way I felt because I'm looking at the Denver Nuggets these last several weeks, really looking at them. I said, yo, they suspect. Yes, the Joker. He's averaging damn near 40 a game with the high double-doubles, with the rebounding and the assists. Everybody else, where are they? Yeah, you get a little 15 here, a little 16 here from this one, but the Joker doing all the work. I say, he can't beat us by himself. Indiana, and I'm saying to myself, when I saw the breaking news, I was surprised. I'm very surprised that they fired Michael Malone at this time of the season. You know what I'm saying? When they still 4th spot. But I don't know what took place when he walked off that court against the Indiana Pacers Sunday night. And because I'm looking at him and his timeouts, he was screaming on this one. And you can look at his face like, yo, I'm fed up, yo. I'm done. You guys, GM, last year took away Pope. You took away Jeff Green. You took away, I forgot my other dude name, just had a senior moment. But you took away my bench. I got nothing really coming off this bench. And I guess Malone had it up to here. Whatever words was said, he is now fired. Now I'm fired. So I got a question before I move on to the show. Do you think this was the right decision at the right time to fire Coach Mike Malone? Put it in my comment section. I want to read your responses. And then also, I got another question. How far you think the Denver Nuggets can go without Coach Michael Malone? Put that in my comment section so I can read your responses on my next show. So, let's get started with today's topic. I want to talk about the men's madness is over. The men's madness is over. Listen, March Madness 2025. As you can see my face, like I said in my last show, I live for this time of the year. It was never a disappointment every time. And I'm talking about the men's. I could talk about the women's too. You know what I'm saying? Big disappointment with South Carolina getting knocked out. Well, let me rephrase. Getting blown out in the national championship against UConn. But that's for another stay, for another show. I want to get back to the men's. The men's was on fire, just like the women's, but the men's was on fire. Listen, there was no real upset this season. If you watch the March Madness the way I watch it, there was no real upset. There was no real Cinderella. I think all the elite teams, especially the ones that made it to the Sweet 16, got the memo. This season they got it early. Yo, beat the team you supposed to beat. You know what I'm saying? Should be no upsets, no Cinderellas. Don't even wake these cats up. Take them out. So if you saw from round 1 to round 2 to the Sweet 16, teams that supposed to had won, 98% of them won. Made it to the Sweet 16. No doubt. Listen. Now, only team that I had going to the Sweet 16 and didn't even make it to the second round was them damn St. John's from Queens, New York. Here in New York. Listen, I didn't see the game, couldn't catch the game, but I knew they didn't have no outside shooting. And I figured they still make it to the Sweet 16. Damn near on one bracket, I had them going to the Elite 8. That's how good they were. But not having that outside shot, when I looked at it, the replays, yeah, man, not having an outside shot as a team, a consistent outside shot came back to bite them. St. John's, Rick Pitino, they'll be back next season, no doubt. We know that already. But I don't want to talk about the Elite 8, right? The Elite 8, right? When you get to the Elite 8 in a March Madness tournament, right? And I'm talking about the men. Right? You're going to have the following stars come out and play. The following stars come out to play. And for this season, I'm talking about a Johnny Broom from Auburn. You know what I'm saying? This cat, come on. Power forward. Whatever you want to do with him when it comes to the NBA, listen, he's going to be around. Johnny Broom. Remember that name. Then we got the Walter, the Clayton Jr. That I just love that name. He got that strong name, that Walter Clayton Jr. Listen, from Florida. Yes, no joke. Moving on to the Cooper, the flag man. Yeah, my Dookie. Yes, Cooper. Oh, 18 years old. Came into Duke when he was 17. Just turned 18 in December. Listen, NBA, y'all better watch out. Also in that Elite 8, we had a Mark Sears. Listen, Mark Sears, you know Mark Sears, the point guard from Alabama. Reminds me so much of Jalen Bronson. Watch him in the NBA. He's going to be a floor general. Just like the way Jalen Bronson is. Listen, left-handed, like Jalen, he got, listen, if you don't know who I'm talking about Mark Sears. Look him up on YouTube. Young fella gonna be a starting point guard next season. Not sure if he's coming out or if he wants to come out, but if he's coming out, he's a starting point guard for whoever. Trust me on that one. Then I got to mention the L.J. Cryer and Jawan Roberts from those Houston Cougars. Yeah, two dogs that you should be seeing definitely in the NBA. So that's who we had as star players in the Elite 8, right? Now, this March Madness, we haven't had all 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four since 2008. We're talking 17 years ago, people. You know what I'm saying? So as I was doing my 3 sheets, my brackets, right? Yes, I had 3 out of the 4 going. No need to name them. I didn't win. But all 4 went in. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't surprised. I don't think most of us who follow March Madness, who follows college basketball men's, was surprised that all 4 went in. 17 years overdue. Listen, we had a Final Four, y'all. We know it. You know it. I know it. Listen, loaded. Final Four was loaded. The last time you had all 4 number 1s go in, it was Kansas, Memphis, North Carolina and UCLA. Listen, the matchups this year went as follows. You had Auburn versus Florida, South Region versus the West Region. Listen, I hope you guys saw the game. Final Four, Auburn, Florida, on fire. Listen, Auburn came out looking like they was going to take Florida out. No answer for the Johnny Broom. My man was taking them, posting them, outside shooting them, doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? But you got the Walter Clayton Jr. on the other side. There was Gators. Listen, it was on and popping. I'm sitting in here on that Saturday and saying, man, we got a game here. These Finals Fours, it's going to be something special. Listen, Auburn, Gators, going back and forth. My God, was they going back and forth. I call Walter Clayton Jr., I got a nickname for him already. Smooth Assassin. Couldn't call him the babyface assassin because that's already taken by the greatest shooter God has ever created in Steph Curry. But I got a name for this cat, and I'm talking about Walter Clayton Jr., Smooth Assassin. My man was just too much. Saturday night, he was just too much. My God, he carried the whole entire team on his back. Oh, man, my man was just sensational. If you missed that game, please YouTube it and just check out how smooth this dude is. My God, with the speed, with the first step, the outside shooting, the off the dribble. His defense is, two-way player. Starting point guard, soon as he get into the NBA. He don't sit on nobody's bench. Trust me on that one. He sits on no one's bench, right? Florida, bench defense, right? 12 points, and you got that from Thomas Howell. Helped Walter Clayton and the Florida Gators beat Auburn in a close one. Listen, because Johnny Broom only scored 3 points in the second half. His final total was 12 points. So as the game was going on in the second half, and I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, my dude, Johnny Broom, that injury to the ankle and to that, if I'm not mistaken, that right elbow. You can see him nursing the right elbow. If you saw the Elite Eight game, you'll know what I'm talking about. He came into this Final Four not 100% healthy. Everybody knew that. But you knew he was going to play, with no doubt, because he got to play. He's that dude. You know what I'm saying? But I really think the injury from the Elite Eight game, you can see it wearing and tearing on him. You know what I'm saying? 10 minutes left in the game. You know what I'm saying? He's not even really asking for the ball. You know what I'm saying? Game is tight. He's not asking for the ball. Only scored 3 points in the second half. You knew that shit wasn't going to make it. Well, Walter Clayton Jr. doing what he was doing, everybody was hoping that Johnny Broom jumped on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Star player going at it against the other star player, but it just didn't happen. Walter Clayton Jr. was just too much. Too much. Too much. Listen, I enjoyed that game, and I enjoyed it. And when it was time, and when the game was over, and the Florida Gators was going to the national championship, I got up, got myself together, put on my Duke stuff, and got ready for the Duke and the Houston Cougars. I felt good. I felt real good as a fan going into this game. You know what I'm saying? Youth against experience. You know what I mean? You got Jawan Roberts, Houston's big man, 6 years. When is he going to leave? LJ crying 4 years. Nothing but upperclassmen for the Houston Cougars. Here we are. I got nothing but a bunch of freshmen, one junior, and Tyrese Proctor. And we did the damn thing. We did. I mean, we came out, we played. I thought we was going to like just run into our cave and just quit. First half. I was so proud of them going into the halftime. My Duke, I said, yo, we going at them. Yo, we playing. I think Houston thought we was going to lay down on them real quick. We came out. Oh, did we come out? We came out. You know what I'm saying? Up 14 one time. We doing a damn thing. The Dukesters. Proud of them. But I'm quiet because I know Houston with that defense later on is coming. I know the blitz is coming. I know that pressure is coming. I don't know if my dudes, my young dudes can really handle that pressure. But I'm looking at Proctor, first half of the game. He's like real passive. But I'm looking at my upperclassmen. I'm talking about Tyrese Proctor. You know what I'm saying? First half, I'm looking at him. He's not aggressive. He's not looking for a shot. No one's doubling him. You know what I'm saying? But he's passive. And I'm looking at his body language like, this shit is a little bit too much mentally for me. And I'm shocked because he's been through walls already. You know what I'm saying? He's been through walls last year and the year before. And so I'm saying, yo, we need you, man. We gonna need you second half. Second half begins. Houston start making moves. We don't score a basket, but one throughout the whole entire 20 minutes damn near. One field goal. I blame that on Coach Shire. The executions were horrible. Coming out of timeouts. Cooper, you should have known, Shire, that Proctor mentally wasn't there. The ball should went in Cooper's hands every time down. ISO. Spot up shooters James, Proctor, and Knoble should have been on that three-point land waiting because Jawan Roberts was not containing Flag one-on-one. We saw that. My man had 27 points. He could have had more. You know what I'm saying? Flag should have been that featured dude to just go every time down. Monologues, if I'm pronouncing this name right, the big man, 7'2". Yo, you on the other block, clean up just in case Flag misses. Listen, that should have been repeating every play down. But the execution throughout that second half was horrible. Then, with 2:15 left, we still up. We up 6 or 9 or something like that to the effect where we can't inbounds the ball. But only 2 players are coming to the ball. James is taking it out. Flag and Knoble. Where's Proctor? He's on the court, but he's nowhere to be found. He's down, I don't know where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Every time I replay it and look at it, I'm like, Proctor, you was our point guard. You still our point guard. You know what I'm saying? But they turned you to a shooting guard because we got James this year. Listen, it's supposed to have been 3 coming for that ball, not just 2. Now it's 3 on 2. We can't really inbound it. You already know what took place. Oh, my God. Listen, you talking about losing the way my Duke lost the game? Oh, man, I couldn't talk to nobody. Didn't answer a text. Didn't pick up the phone. Didn't want to talk about Duke for at least 2-3 days. I'm good now. It's over. The madness is over. But man, listen, you talking about, I really thought my young fellas, my dukers, my dookies, my dukes, whatever I want to call them. Those are my dudes. I'm a Duke fan from the mid-'80s. And for them to come out this season, to play the way they played, to get to where they got to, and almost beat the mighty Houston Cougars, yo, I was proud of them. But we should have been in that national championship. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to move on because I can keep going on and on and on. Now, the national championship was set between Florida and the Houston Cougars. Monday, April 7th, 2025, baby. I got to put the stamped year on it. If you did not see the national championship, because you had so much to do on a Monday night at 9 o'clock, I don't even know how you missed this. But if you saw what I saw, you enjoyed the whole entire game. Listen, both teams came out swinging. The only one who wasn't swinging, which was a surprise, was Walter Clayton Jr. My dude didn't score 1 point in the first half. He was a facilitator. The game plan from Coach Sampson was to double his ass soon as he comes over that half court, get the ball out of his hands. So they made him a passer real quick. Plus, he was picking up his dribble too early. You know what I'm saying? That double team that was coming wasn't going to hang and stick and stay with him because now there's a man that's free behind that double team. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't thinking. Coach wasn't talking to him right. That's just my I'm just assuming the coach wasn't explaining it to him, or the coach wasn't coaching his ass coaching right at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because he was never supposed to pick up his dribble that early. You know what I'm saying? And become a passer. Okay, boom. Up 6 Houston Cougars going into the half. I said, Florida's winning this game. I had Florida on one of my sheets and my Duke on the 2 others. I said, Florida's going to win. They got no point from Walter Clayton Jr., they main man. Will Richards, the one that kept them close. And to only be down 6 going into the second half, I says, oh, we got a ball game. It's going to be on. It's going to be popping. Oh, was it on and popping? Listen. You talking about the Gators being down, if I'm not mistaken, 14-15. It was like Clayton got fouled, went on the free throw line and hit both free throws. That shit woke him up. Now he's keeping the dribble alive when the double team is coming. But once that double team ran back to his man, now it's one-on-one. Now it's lunchtime. It's dinner time. It's time to go. Walter Clayton Jr. and my man went, and the rest followed. Listen, tied 49 all. Man, I got this in my head like it was 2 hours ago. 49 all, and I'm saying, okay, it's on now. Sampson, head coach for the Cougars. I'm looking at him. He calling timeout like a mother. He's screaming on this one, screaming on that one, and I'm saying to myself, listen, Florida's going to sneak this out. I see it. They're going to sneak it out. Listen, going down the stretch, 3:15 mark, 60 all. Clayton doing his thing. Now, by that time, you got about over 10 ties. They going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm saying to myself, it's the 121 mark. It's anyone's game at that point. 64-63. Gators with 46 seconds left. Now, timeout is called. Houston comes out. Play goes to Emmanuel Sharp, who's going for the drive to the basket, but he mishandled the ball, and it hit his knee, and it went out of bounds. It's Florida's ball. Florida comes down. Don't really do nothing with it. Houston holds up. Free throws. 65-63. 1-1. Free throw, one was made. Listen, it's 65-63 with 19 seconds left. Houston comes out from their timeout. Got all the time in the world to do one or two things. Either go for the win with the three, or go for the two and tie the ball game up, put a little pressure, maybe get a quick steal, game over, or send it into overtime. Coach Sampson decides he going for it all. Defense was too much up in that perimeter area. That three-point land, you couldn't breathe up there. The Florida Gators defense had that shit on locked. If you saw the outcome, you know what happened. 65-63. Florida Gators is the national championship. Champions, I should say, for the 2024-2025 college men's basketball NCAA season. I'm happy for them. Listen, I said to myself, if it wasn't my Duke, and I said it before the madness began, that's why I had Duke on two sheets and Florida on the other. And I said, if my Duke don't win, Florida's going to win. And I knew it was going to go down like that because Florida is deep. The bench has been deep. They got two of everything, damn near. They only got one Walter Clayton Jr., but every other position, they got two of each. You know what I'm saying? Very deep, well coached. Listen, Florida Gators, national champions. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. I enjoyed the whole entire March Madness. You talking about one shiny moment? Oh, my God. What a ending. To see Coach Sampson's face when the clock ran out and he got no shot off. 19 seconds. He gets no shot off. Oh, my God. I didn't stick around for the press conference. I don't even know if it was. I don't know what this man would have even been telling the reporters. You know what I'm saying? I know they all, my God, messed up. I thought my Duke had it bad. Oh, the way they lost. I'm still trying to decide who had the worst loss. Was it Duke or was it the Houston Cougars? I mean, you know, listen. I love it. I live for this time of the year. The March Madness is over. You know what I'm saying? Again, congratulations to those snapping Gators. Like I said in my last show, listen, March Madness, we saw it at its best once again, and I enjoy it every year, live for it every year. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know Walter Clayton Jr. Just love saying that name. Walter Clayton Jr. was the most outstanding player in the whole entire tournament. No one's disputing that. He was that dude. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't follow college basketball, remember this man's name, Walter Clayton Jr. You will be hearing about him very shortly in the NBA. No doubt. Listen, one shining moment to next year, people. So I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me in my basement. To my viewers and to my listeners, please continue to check me out on YouTube and subscribe. Check me out on my streaming platforms. Spotify at the moment. Apple, we're still trying to figure out what's going on with Apple. Also, check me out on my TikTok. TikTok Live, that is, every Tuesday and Thursday, now at 9 p.m. Changed it from 8 p.m. now at 9 p.m. Give you these smoking, entertaining hot topics. Yes, we go for an hour. Yes, talking about a large viewing. Listen, large viewing with the TikTok Live is live and popping. Listen, as I always say, sports is what keeps this world from going insane, either in a pandemic or no pandemic. Until next time, take care.